Hey guys, it's Bettina here. Welcome to this video. So I wasn't going to film this week. It's been one of those weeks. My 8-month-old is teething, my husband's been away, it's stinking hot, we've been sick. But I've had these comments on my channel and on my blog and some emails as well. And I've just wanted to address this before I kind of lose the fire on it. So if it does feel a little bit ranty today, I'm sorry for that. It's just because this is something that I really feel strongly about and I want you to know as well. So if the title of this video wasn't obvious enough, your emotions do not have to make sense. Emotions don't get to be held up and judged, they're not to be compared, and you don't have to justify them. So in particular, what I'm talking about today is emotions and situations around fertility and losing babies, but really it goes for all emotions. So they could be emotions around relationship breakdowns, it could be around your kids, it could be around anything. But for me specifically, where this desire to talk about this has come from is I get emails from you guys saying to me, I lost a baby, it was only 6 weeks, so my experience wasn't as bad as yours. Or I get comments on my videos when I'm talking about anger and jealousy when you're trying to conceive and it's not working. You know that feeling you feel when other people, or it seems like everyone around you is falling pregnant, and you feel that fire in your belly that says it's not fair. It's not anger at that person who falls pregnant, but it's anger at the world who isn't delivering you your baby. And I get comments, because I've made a couple of videos now on that topic, I get comments about, I don't understand how people who have already had a child can feel anger at someone else. And that's the point. Emotions don't make sense. We feel them because we feel them, not because we are right and someone is wrong or anything like that. That is not my intention. And like I said, the anger is not at the person, it's usually at life as a whole. But the point remains, can we stop trying to justify and judge and compare our situations and the right to feel emotions around them? You have the right to feel however you feel. If today that's sadness, if tomorrow it's anger, if the next day you feel joyful, and the next day you feel hopeful, and then you plunge back into the pit of sadness again, that's okay. You're allowed to do that. And in fact, you're being truthful and honoring your experience by just feeling it and not trying to justify as, well, my experience is not as bad as hers, but it's worse than hers, or at least I'm not here, etc. So I've also had a few emails recently from women who are struggling to have their second or third or fourth child, and you know my story, we were struggling to have our third, so I can really talk from this place that you almost feel like you're supposed to focus on those other children and feel so much gratitude for them. And it's almost like you're not allowed to feel that longing for this other child. It's not as bad as the infertility experienced by women who have never had a child. Now, I can't speak for them because I haven't particularly been in that place, but I don't think it's valuable getting caught up in who is it worse for. It is horrible regardless of which scenario you're in. And nobody is winning the competition of my situation is worse than hers. And why would you want to win that competition anyway? I think it's a waste of our energy, a waste of our time. Let's see if we can come back to a place of compassion for each other, compassion for ourselves. So please don't send me an email saying, I know I should be grateful that I've had one healthy child already. Yes, please be grateful for the life that you have, but that doesn't negate the fact that you still long for another child or more children. It doesn't negate the fact that you're struggling with infertility, that you're struggling with the emotions that come with that, the stress that comes with that, the sadness, the loss of hope. All of those feelings are still valid. You can be grateful and love your life and your children if you already have them and still long for another. So I guess my message in this video is, please can we drop the judgment? Grief is grief, pain is pain. There is no need to hold up comparisons to it and try and say this is worse than this. It's not a valid use of anyone's time. Feelings don't need to be qualified or quantified or justified or compared. Your feelings are there because they need to be felt. End of story. Thank you for being here. Thank you for holding space for me, being able to feel what I feel today. And I hope that I'm able to hold space for you to feel what you need to feel in your experience as well. If you personally are struggling to deal with the feelings that you have, whether it be about something I have said, whether it be about what's going on in your own life or your struggle with infertility, or if you have lost a baby, please check out some of my other videos on this topic. I'll link them below. I have written a book on this. I'll link information for that below as well. And I've also created quite a few yoga classes and meditations on this topic, so perhaps check them out as well. There are ways to work through your feelings, to find ways to sit in them and not push them away or run from them. It's a really important part of the process, and I'd like to encourage you to stop trying to push them away and see if you can sit in them and find out what you discover. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you